Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. I say welcome to 171 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. I will say again that the market globally has started on a positive note as we speak now. Also, down here, we can see that the market is in green. After we saw the market oscillating, also in a mixed session yesterday in the global market, and the market here suffered a decline. But at this hour, at the start of the day, we are seeing that the market across the globe are in green. Down here in Africa, we're also seeing a mixed trend, but Nigeria NGS was seeing a positive open for the day, which is a good thing for the market across the globe. For me, it's a good trend to start this trading day. But as usual, I will tell you that in any trade that has come that involve movement of either the assets up and down, you need to be what to be assured that it involves risk, and that is why you want to look at the risk and reward when you are taking a decision. And at the same time, you must have to what protect yourself by using the word some technical tools that will help you, especially you must set up your protective loss, which also a stop loss will be there. Like I said yesterday, you must have your profit target and also trade your plan if you really want to protect your capital and also take advantage of the market at any time, because any day, anywhere, the market is in two phases. I tell people that either in a bull market or the bear market, and this trend, bull or bear, either oversold or overbought, these are changes in the market that also create opportunity for people that design and people that also understand the trend of the market at any given time to take what informed investment decision. It's very, very important that we have this at the back of our mind so that when we are taking decision, we know exactly what we are doing in the market at any given time. But as we speak now, I'll tell you that the US market is in green. The three indices are really in green, good one. And I'll tell you, it's a good start. Also, if you look at the Europe market, we're also seeing a green position. Stocks there open higher this Tuesday morning. No, this was boosted by positive inflation data. As all eyes here in Nigeria, we're all looking to see the growth statistics releasing also the consumer price index for the month of October. The figure that was released in US last week. Also, you can see how market reacted, and that also start giving a what some direction despite there are some missed earnings that came from some quarters in those matured markets. But here, we're taking advantage to analyze all the earnings that was released in the market so far, and we're seeing those companies that have shown direction where they are going. And as investor or trader, all you don't need here is for you to know who fought to your those companies that have demonstrated capacity in terms of top line looking up and their bottom line looking up. These are the things you should be doing right now. And that means at this point that you have seen the fundamental of this company, you know where the economy is going, what is happening, increasing the headwinds here and decreasing headwinds. But see, these companies have done well. That means you should look at what is the attitude of people in the market, the market players, institutional, retail investors, and also other fund managers, and all this that we want to look at so that you will know exactly what to do per time in the market. You are not tossed up and down by anything that is happening, but rather you have your goal, you have your stop loss, you have your entry point, your exit point. All the strategies will help you to stay ahead of the market. For me, these are the things we should be looking at. Global market, as I said earlier, has been boosted by the latest goal that were Fed would likely to slow down what the aggressive tightening. You see that's as a result of what the positive or a slowdown in what in inflation that were released recently. That also boosted this confidence we are seeing this morning. And also last week and also this morning for me it's a good one. While in Europe, the positive also inflation news on Tuesday, and also part of what is likely also to support. Some of the European countries also others as since last in their October inflation. You can see that they won't drop from 8.9 to about 7.3 for the month of October. That was especially in Spanish, the one that came from Spanish. These are the things we're looking at. That CPI also going to guide the central banks of the world what to do next, and we are seeing it a slowdown in inflation. Might also likely to see in that direction that is slow down also. While in UK also, yeah, unemployment rate has also moved up, from to about 3.6 in September, and this also an average of about rose about 5.7 up for the month, and now climbing up to like the fastest so far in 20 years. But you know what is happening in UK, but still this unemployment rate, still the market there is still looking up. You can see the importance of what economic data. That's why today, as all eyes are on our own inflation figure for October, and at the same time looking forward to see the Q3 GDP figure ahead of MPC meeting next week. These are what will shape the market. That's why I said this market open green this morning finds a good one, but I believe that within 3 weeks, that MPC meeting next week, we expect to see a mixed market up and down. But this market should not send you any panic, but rather you take advantage of those companies that have shown value, and also you are seeing their price hitting a new low, 250 low, and also those that are selling even far below their book value and below what the market even market value. I believe that you should also take advantage of that and position in them. As we speak, oil price also continues its oscillation as we pull back into trade around the $93.21 per barrel. And you know that when oil price is also getting this form, it also creates a way of what of panic selling, and also fresh no news of COVID-19, no problem, in China. These are things that are going down on oil price as we speak now. Don't forget that also OPEC has cut their demand because of what the fear of what recession here and there. These are the factors that are driving prices of crude oil up and down. And a nation like ours that also depend really solely on oil price, but still going to trade above even the 2023, 2022 budget benchmark around 70, around 70 something, around the 93.21 as I said earlier. We're still getting some premium, but I believe that because of the exchange market, we have not seen much impact of this our sale from the crude oil, but other countries around the world that are into crude oil production, they really enjoy this what we like call it boost in the kind of boom in oil price, and also where here we are still trying to manage our external reserve and all those. So I believe that we need to be more competent in terms of managing this, and also have a direction that this FS market that have kind of got our reserves to be managed effectively. These are things we expect that going to the future as we are waiting to see the financial market and economic reset in 2023. Investors in the market should take advantage of this expected reset to position their portfolio, and also take advantage of it to create wealth for themselves. But it's about information. Once you get information, how you use the information is very, very important. I will tell you that the difference between you and people that don't have information is if you have the information, you didn't ask, you are sent with them. But the difference is that when you see the information and you are given a clue and you act on it and you see yourself, it's as if you are going to do money ritual. No, it's because you keen on what on information and you acted at the right time. Then don't attend trainings or sessions. You go back the same, not taking action. It's as good as not coming at all, because there will no change. But those that take advantage of what's shared in either the meeting or the seminar or the summit anywhere and take action, and also help you also to boost your confidence. If you're already in those directions, at the end of the day, you'll be also be smiling. That's why you need to cross-check to see, because I believe that when two good heads are together, sharing one thing, that's why in advanced market to call it a analyst consensus, or market consensus, because when you see a group of analysts coming together or professionals players coming together to share their knowledge about the expected reset in the financial market and the economy, and also in the political environment, that also help you to work to take advantage of what's going to change. Because I believe that there is always opportunity in this market. I'm already seeing it, that seeing the market trying to struggle within the bottom. When you see the market at the top, forming that distribution and all the issues that is sign up. But now we are seeing market trying to remain at the stage of what accumulation, waiting for a markup. Is for you to take advantage of market remaining what on oversold region. And because after the oversold region, the next thing to see in the market is to go and uptrend. That is why you need to take advantage of this information, so that at the end of the day, it will be better for your portfolio and also your investment decision. You stay ahead of it, because I believe that the coming investment 2023, we're going to share what will really mind blowing for participants. At the end of the day, when you go back and take your portfolio and you have cash, you see your portfolio, you need to take action, because what we are seeing, there's some penny stock that will give you as high as 100 return in 2023 if you take action at the right time. So I'll give you 50%, but you need to know those stocks and why they should move in that direction. You need to understand, and once you're able to key into those stocks, I'm telling you, you are good to go. Even though people attended the 2020 two invest 2022, that was in December 4, 2022, 2021, sorry. I tell you, most of the stuff, even before the market started turning back to what we see today, from about 24 to around this 2.58. Most of the stocks are returning 100%, 150% in most of the stocks that were given for them at that at that class or that investment. Because it's a meeting of both traders and investors. It's a summit, and that's where professionals in this same industry will come and share their knowledge, share their ideas, share the sectors and where they think that opportunity is. Are you as also a trader investor? You also try to cross-check what you already know again at the same time, and also climbing on their shoulder to see what they are seeing. You are not staying so yet in the market, understand the terrain where this thing are happening. That's why it's good for you to take action and also to take advantage of also the discount window that's snapped in there. Today is already 15. I think it's about left by either 9 days or 8 days now for that window to close. Take advantage of. I'm still seeing a lot of people paying. Also, you need to also take advantage and pay. But once you pay, we will secure your space for the training. Anywhere you are in the world, you are free to join because it's online. As usual, we have been on this online for more than 3 years now. Investdata. Our meetings are online. So show anywhere you participate and take advantage of what the market is doing, and also create wealth for yourself. Yes, I want to tell you that. In any market down here, our market as we speak now, before we go into the figures, what the market is doing now, it's good that we look at some things that will guide us to take our investment decision as well as trader. I'm going to tell you that in any market, what is very important, or as we said that the imbalance in demand and supply is all about trading. We agree that is trading for you, demand and supply. But in this demand and supply, you need to understand what the chart saying, what is the sentiment of the people, and you need to understand to read it, especially as we are expecting that we are already entered the second half of the fourth quarter. Any moment from now, Christmas will be around the corner. We've seen Santa Claus rally and all those stuff. And I said one of my items that we expect, a kind of Santa Claus rally between 3 to 5% in this year, because we are seeing that prices are low and end of the year is around the corner. Fundamentals of these companies are looking good. We're only waiting to see the outcome of MPC meeting. Once I will see also GDP figure and this inflation figure for the month of October, it's going to shape the market and change direction. Then once we start seeing that, you can see that December we're going to see a kind of rally because of people positioning ahead of what, despite the fear of the election. We know that the election will come and go, and whoever that comes among the 30 potential candidates will that have plans for the economy and also the security to address issue and also set a new course for the economy. That you take advantage of all this, and I believe that will also change. Because now that we are seeing market at oversold region, it's an opportunity for you to want to take advantage of the market. What could the macroeconomic data like October inflation, people GDP, and the next MPC meeting next week be for the market or do for the market? I believe that for you to really understand it before the Christmas, activities that could support Santa Claus rally, for me, it is time for you to start looking at what. So this is the time for you to look at what the chart patterns before now to give you the likely direction to guide market players on investment decision, especially which sector, industry, and individual stocks to look at. One, you must here look at how momentum is being reformed. What is the shape of the momentum in the market now likely to look like? Where is it driving into general market to? You can see from the chart here, we have not done the market. What we are seeing here, we are seeing a lower lows, fine, but we are seeing also a kind of a kind of a double bottom here, or a slowdown that market trying to resist the decline around this point of 43. But once it breaks 43 down or 40 down, that's where we'll be panicking. But market has been strong above 42. You can see that when it gets here, market tries to down. Market is waiting for a trigger to turn up. Once that happens, there will be change. That's why you need to understand how the momentum is shaping what the likely direction of the market. This momentum will give you a guide on what to do. Because finally, I want to call something up here as well in this class. Just let me call it to give you an idea of what I mean by the momentum that you should also expect here. Just hold on. Yeah. Yes. We want to know what the momentum of the momentum of the market is having now, so that you know, because you need to understand where is the momentum going. After you have seen the daily chart, you look at the weekly chart, you want to know what is the general momentum of the market before you now look at what is the general momentum also in the sector on individual stock we want to position. But this have a way of guiding you exactly what to do as a trader or investor. Once you're able to get it, you are good to go. That's why I want to show you something on this chart before we continue on our live chart. This end of the day chart we want to look at now. But I want to tell you the momentum, that we are seeing already the market as we speak. This is a day chart here. You can see. Let me make it so that you can see it. Let it become clearer. You can see here because I can see that the market yesterday closed almost flat with the T line. The black line here is the T line. But look at the momentum indicator here. Yes, we can say oscillator, but for me, this is what we call a cycle indicator that gives you the top and the bottom, where to catch, and also know what the strength is and what the momentum is. Look at where the market is now. Where the market is, you can see that it's almost on top of 50 here, than almost 50. You can see the two here. I mean, the momentum in the market is relatively, yes, strong, yes, not too high, not low, but for me, it's a good one. Once market is able to cross the still line up here, you can see that that is what a good market for you. And this for a week, this is a daily market for you. Let's quickly look at it on a weekly basis before we come back to our live class. We're going to do about. I want you to understand the momentum behind the market as we speak now. You see, when I say that the market is at what the oversold region, that means market is already at the down. You can see where the market is now. For me, at this level, after here where you see up, you can check the trend here, down here, down here. You can even see it, for yourself from here to what we are saying. Up here, you can see where, down here, you can see what happened. These are what to trade when you are doing what your live trading, so that it will give you a clear what information. This is what I want to. Then another one I want to look at, a change in what in traditional trend. In traditional trend, last time I drew a trend here. I've not gone to the market like what just because for our understanding, that's why I'm doing this, so that we get to understand. There's a trend that one should also follow when you are trading. This trend down here, take it down here. Yes, because you have to connect two lines. And see, let me put it here now. Down here, here. This one trend, then another one here. I believe for this traditional trend line is also very important for us to understand the importance of these trend lines for you to guide you. You see that yes, this a bearish channel I've said yesterday, but you can see when the market breakdown here try to come up, but until market breakdown, this one is coming out as a resistance for what for the market now. Until market breakdown, this lower resistance of bonus market is coming back live. But the real trend will consider that when market break out this top one. But once market cross this down line now, you can see this now acting as what is strong resistance for the market. It has not broken down this traditional trend line down all this while. You can see it here. That means once market break it out, you can see this regional market is forming here. Yes, try to form lower low here, but now we're seeing a lower high, high. But until market able to break out this line, this traditional trend line up, that's why we say that yes, the market is there to. That's why you must now understand a change on what on the on the trend line usage, and this also helps you to interpret the volatility of the market and where to go. And also it helps you also to find a resistance and a support level at any time when you are using this traditional trend line. But how to interpret it is very important, so that at the end of the day, you know you are taking the right decision. Unless again, the very important, the market timing with dates and what corporate actions and announcements to that drive prices. You see, at this point now, we have seen many companies have released their third quarter trade dividend. When is the date of their markdown for individual stock? This any dividend has not really impacted the market generally. Rather, we are seeing that the markdown of this stock, especially those like was also putting the market down. But you know that why the market is down, because there's no liquidity. But you use this trend line to guide you. This date of their release is also very important, and this corporate action announcement is very key as we are looking forward to see the major corporate announcement that is coming in the new year or in the next quarter, that will give market direction, a clear direction where market is going. That is where our focus should also to be as trader or investor. Once you're able to interpret this, you are good to go when it comes to your investment decision. These are the key things we should also note when we are investing, and also using the combination of fundamental and technical analysis to identify sound company at attractive price with low risk and what high potential for capital gain. How do you do it? Your technical analysis, because we have seen all the earnings now. Now you now go back, because the fundamental will help you, I always say, to choose what the stock that you want to watch. That means from your watch list, you don't need to struggle. The earnings we have seen, you have to take what price is the right price for me to buy. Put the technical analysis will help you to see the pattern of people in response to that, and where the company is coming from, to see whether there is a breakout in terms of formation of either double button or double port, or double button or double top. Anything that you are looking at, you need to see what is the volume coming upon behind this movement, and how long will that company in that stage. These are the things we'll also be considering when it comes to what investing in what in the market. That is very, very key as we speak now. But right now, what I said earlier, that the market is in what in green. Our market is now at what 43,847.48, up by 29.36 point, which is about 0.08, 0.07% up. For me, it's a good start for the market. Look at the market break. I'll say this a slight word negative break. We're having a seven losers at this point and six gainers in the market as we speak. That tells you that the market is also trying to find direction. And recently, we have seen that the market oscillation or the state of the market is a result of the high cap stock moving the market up and down. We saw last week we had the life of Airtel and the Dangote move the market up and down. This week we started with the MTN, kind of that profit taking or sell off was also in the top. But I believe that because of the nature and where the MTN is operating or the service especially, I believe that investors take advantage of MTN pulling back to position because we have seen the Q3 number of MTN. These are the person that are pushing the market. That means all these highly priced stock or where better highly capitalized stocks, or call them high or highly priced stocks or capitalized stock or large cap are the one pushing the market, or these are the stocks that are pushing the market up and down. You need to also understand which sector they're operating and what is behind their work, the activities. Are their top line looking up or down? Of course, you need to understand this. But if you look at the top losers, I said you have a marginal market negative market break, 7 against 6 as we speak now. This hour, as market growth changes as we open, that was the position of the market. But if you look at the top losers now, you can see that Royal Exchange is topping that list, followed by liquidity risk. You can see FTN Cocoa, FBN Holding, FCMB Holding, and Sterling Bank. These are the 5 top losers as we speak. If you go to the other hand to look at the gainers now, you can see that Latin Africa is topping the chart with a 10% gain, followed by Japan Gold. You can see NGS Group on that category. That's also GTB trying to make new move around the 18 naira 10 kobo now. That is good. GTB crossing 18 naira to sell at 18.10 now as we speak. Zenith Bank 2010 now. You can see these are the top gainers. You can see the kind of interest in the banking sector and also volume. That as institutional investors and investors are still analyzing this number, they are taking position ahead of what we expect to come, what in terms of dividend yield, in terms of dividend expectation, in terms of corporate action in the first quarter of the year. They already take position. Like I said, the more they analyze and they come back, you see all this portfolio reshuffling and sectoral rotation here and there. These are the top gainers. As I said, the top gainers are Latin Africa, Japan Gold, NGS Group, you can see GT Code and Zenith. But if you look at the volume, like I said, that volume is very, very key, very, very important. As usual, that Transcorp have been a kind of like investor toast, despite the price have not moved, because the numbers are good. Investors are seeing also volume there. They can go in and out. As we speak now, the stock is leading in volume, trading at 110 kobo, about 1.41 million shares as we speak now. Followed by Unity Bank, Sterling Bank, Mutual Benefit, and Access Corp are the one leading on the volume chart as we speak. For me, this is a good state of the market to what is going on. But I've said, you can see here. Let's quickly call up our indicators to guide us in taking our decision here. But from the traditional chart trend line we have shown now, you can see what the market is doing now. But let's call the T line is very, very important. I think tomorrow I'll be doing more on the average, moving average as a tools, also as a strategy to trade using with this T line. But here in Investdata, we don't play with T line and how to combine T line with other strong moving averages or in take position. Like I saw what I saw in Access Bank, we'll do that today to see where Access is. Looking at Access position and where that stock is going, it will also give you an insight. Time for me to also going to look at that also. Let's look at call out our money flow. Our T line is very, very important here. We need to change it to 8. Ask yourself, why do 8? 8 is the for short, way to catch the buy and sell signal easily on any time frame. That's why our 8 is very, very important for us to always apply if we are using this T line anywhere, any day. Then also the next one we're looking at, we're bringing what I used yesterday. Okay, let me bring the MACD here so that it will be easier for you to also understand. That's why MACD is also a lag indicator, but it can give you an insight to what is happening in terms of momentum. Let's stop it here. Know that we won't crowd our chart with what with indicators, but I believe that people in this class, all this while, has understand why we use all these ones to work for our decision. If you look at the traditional trend line I drew before now, you can see what is. But the T line is also confirming the same thing. The market has been despite in green. You can see that the market is also looking at this. Let's zoom it here so you can get the real position. You can see that we are seeing green here, but slightly below what the T line. And what happened yesterday, we are seeing once market able to break this T line and break this trend line we are seeing here is the green line down. That will also confirm another uptrend, for the market. But to break out the major, the top trend line up of the channels, that is where you see confirm a really strong, but it must be a signal first before you can get to that level. We're looking at market to cross this T line. Once that is done, we're also good to go with the trend. But if you come here, look at the market position now. Despite the market is looking, we are seeing the volume is still very, very small as we speak, but in green. Then if you come here, you can see that money flow index is looking down to read around 41. Yesterday it closed around 43 something, 41. Phone is looking down. But if you look at the MACD, you can see that MACD is already bullish. There that momentum is still there. MACD is already bullish because you can see that it has crossed the one up here down. For me, it's a good sign for the market. But let's quickly look at those stocks we're going to mention. Let's look at assets, life assets. Let's look at what is happening in assets. In Access Corp, look at what is happening in Access Corp. Very, very important. Look at what is happening in Access Corp. This is Access Corp. You can see that there's a pattern. You can see here. This is a day chart. You can see that this stock are remain above what? Above the T line. Here we want us to quickly call up another indicator, simple moving average 50, and so that you see importance of combining this moving average, which I will be discussing tomorrow. By God, this is simple moving average. Here, talking towards 20 to 50 days moving average is from here. Sorry. Days moving average. I can easily get it and then go ahead. 50-day moving average color. Let's take the color so that for the position, let's take a color here. Let's take red. Okay, with the 50-day moving average here. Then, sorry, I was still coming there with the 50 days moving average. We want to bring 50 days exponential moving average so that we can get something, and that is what I want you to master today for recorders. Color. Okay. Yes, you can see the beauty of this chart now. For you, you know that the importance of 20 days moving average and 50 days moving average. 20 days moving average is an average that every trader in the market want to look at, and it guide their decision. That means once it touches either market going up, you see there's another dimension that will come with that crossing the 20 days moving average. Also, when it comes to 50 days moving average, either exponential or smoothing, when any stock or market cross that, it tells you that at that point you see many institutional investors be interested in looking at that stock. And what is happening in Access Corp now, you can see that Access Corp has remained above the T line. All this while there's momentum. Fund is entering the stock. Even as we speak now, I try to come down, but now this morning you can see that fund is still entering the stock, trading around the 8 naira, 18 kobo, 8 naira, 10 kobo. These are what the stock is doing now. But if you look at your MACD, you can see that MACD is positive, very bullish here. But now that the stock is always testing the above the tree line, testing the 50-day moving average for what? Simple and also exponential. This is a serious point that even investors should look at. So a breakout of this point will also tell you how far to go. You can see that when it touched here, it resisted it, now it came down. It touched here, it came down. Now it also tested that same 50 days now. But a breakout of this day will tell you this is where institutional investor all will be interested in this stock because of it across the 20 50 days moving average. You know, anywhere in the world, 50 moving average is for what? For institutional investor, the fund managers and all. Now that we are seeing, Access Bank leading, in gross earnings, the first bank that will be hitting 1 trillion, earnings for the banks, for me, it will be a good once it comes. And these are the things you look at when you are choosing stock to see the earning capacity of that company, to see their, the power of the earnings they will have. But we're already seeing that Access is showing that, and we're seeing volume increasing in that stock, either from by the insiders player or not. These are signs that where this company is going. This chart makes it for me. Well, this chart make it for me easy for you to now know what to do with this stock. That means you don't need to panic if you're in assets, but rather it's time for you to acquire more of assets. Because of our time, let's quickly look at what GT code is doing now. Let's quickly look at what GT code is doing now. For me, I think that the banking sector is also becoming attractive. On GT code now, you can see the same chart as I drew here. You can see that GT code has broken the T line. You can see it here almost trying to also to test the 50 days moving average or exponential. A cross of this will be a good boom for the stock, and you can see that it has remained below that 50 days moving average, even when it goes up and down the T line. For you to take it on, don't forget that T line has its own role to play as a tool for you to guide what to do, when to sell, when to buy, and at the same time, when you know that there's weak word momentum, there's a seller you always know with what with your T line. But this 50 days is becoming like a resistance for what? For the TGT code. You can see whenever it touches here, almost getting there, getting here, touches here, come down. Now it is also approaching there. A breakout of this 50 day moving average is another book to confirm that funds are coming back, and also there's strong momentum for you to look at. That is why it's good to always look at all this to guide you. That's why tomorrow we're looking at all these moving average, how to use them to make a foundation with other indicators. Like people are calling me, put your indicator, you put all the best moving average use. I said my moving average is my T line. T line is what I use any day, anytime, any time frame, but it's going to guide you to take information. You can see that fund is also entering the stock now. As I yesterday is about now almost 30 for DT code. We're seeing improvement in that stock. Let's keep our eyes. And for banking stock also, you can see also market has confirmed a sign of bullishness already in GT code. You can see already you need to understand all this so that you know what you are doing with your chart and also your position. Don't panic out because others are panicking out. Don't trade with fear, but trade with confidence. That's why we look forward to see you at the coming Invest 2020. All this will be made known, and you see different analysts, or different professional bringing different angle to all this analysis, so that you also go back home report with what information that will help you improve your portfolio, because that is why you are there. We'll quickly look at what is happening in Transcorp because of our time. Once it's let's look at what is happening in Transcorp. Look at what is happening in Transcorp. You can see Transcorp as we speak now. Transcorp, you can see the pattern when it remains above the 50 days. You can see what happened here. You can see the volume. Now you can see now below this T line. You can see below the 50 days moving average and there. But as we speak now, where it is now, it's almost above what the 50 days moving average. You can see that you can see flow entering the stock. That's why it's from here to here it has been kind of a consolidating all this why. But a breakout of it, once the breakout is 120 up like here, or that's where now say a good trend is forming, and that is what we're looking at. Once the market is able to break this level up, 10 11 or once out, cannot come looking at this. For now, we're looking at all these ones will be but I see that there's potential for this stock to return to that level. For me, don't panic if you're in this kind of stock. Just hold your position and also see what you can do. Then a quick one, Senate Bank is also, all these banking stocks are really bouncing back. Let's look at, that's why you want to look at these blue chip stocks on the exchange and see how you can take advantage of them. Once you do that, you are good to go. Zenith will be the last one. I would have loved to look at the NGS. We'll do that tomorrow to see. Zenith is also, you can see there are these banks and they're all trading below the 50 days they're moving average, but a breakout of area now is a sign of confirmation that a buy signal. Fund is also entering. For me, Zenith Bank is fund, and money flow is above 50. that is a good sign of not entering the stock. That means that stability we are seeing that Zenith Bank will be sustained. And now that it's tried to also to cross the 50 days moving average, already it's trading above, slightly above the T line. A good sign that across the T line is also a good sign for the stock. These are the things you also be looking at when you are trading. You can look at 1 hour chart to also give you a clear direction. You can see 1 hour chart is also for all these companies. It's good to look at different time frame to get different direction and what the chart is saying. For me, the chart is positive this morning at this hour. Let's wait and see what the market will close. But for those that are following us, I've mentioned stuff that you can also your position. Those you can look at. That means you can take at the end of this class, go and also look at your portfolio and see what you can do with what I've shared in this class. I say thank you. Also look forward to see you tomorrow. And also like those that are still here and there about decision, make up your mind and look at the date on the 3rd of December, what is set for you to gain, because the financial market reset, economic reset, and also the political reset will give opportunity for to make money. I've seen what has happened in just few days in the exchange market. That kind of reset, also we want to help you to also make money. For those that are selling their stock at loss to go to FS, it's time for you to rethink, to see opportunity in those companies, to pay good dividend. You know that your money is put down. Selling here in loss and go to FS before you know you're also in loss. You are not here, you are not here. It's better, as I said, for you to achieve your financial goal, you must have what financial knowledge. That financial literacy is very, very important. And all this is going to be shared what how to go about it in the Common Invest 2023 summit for traders and investors. Team preparing for what for financial market reset in 2023 and beyond. We look forward to see you. I say thank you and then rest of your day.